Hi, string families and students. I am going to do a quick movie here to show you how to do a recording project. This is for anyone who missed our first Wednesday Zoom last week, or if you just have some questions and you wanted to go through the process again. So either way, hopefully this will kind of spell it out pretty easily for you. Okay, the first thing that I do or you should do, is go to Schoology. And the way I go to Schoology is exactly the same way you guys go to Schoology. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to bring up Orchestra 6, though Orchestra 7 is exactly the same way. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to look in my folders here. Okay, what I'm going to actually look for is this recording project. So it's actually in between week 2 and week 3. So my recording project, I'm going to open up this yellow folder. All right, and the very first thing I see is recording project directions. Okay, now what I was talking to people about at the Wednesday Zoom was eventually we want to be recording our orchestra pieces that we're working on. So for 6th grade, that's going to be High Hopes and Hunters of Avatar, which you're going to start working on in lessons this week. For 7th grade, it's Allegretto and Arioso. Okay, but I want to be able to figure out the recording program first, or the way we're going to do it, because I don't want people to have to stress out about playing their part correctly and worrying about how to do the recordings. Okay, so I'm going to open up the directions, see what it says. Okay, and it says click on submit assignment. Okay, so it says you're going to be recording a D major scale in Schoology. To record in Schoology, follow these directions. Okay, it says click on submit assignment. Okay, now I've said it a number of times. All of the assignments need to be submitted in Schoology. So if people start emailing me things or OneDriving me things or Dropboxing me things, they end up in all different spots. So this is as much learning how to submit in Schoology as it is learning how to play the D scale and learning how to make a recording. All right. When the box opens, look in the bottom of the box. Do you see the microphone icon? Okay. Now, this is a problem with Schoology. I don't actually have the submit assignment square. It doesn't show up for teachers, which is kind of crazy, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking for. There'll be something that says submit your D major scale. It'll be on the right-hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. When you open it up, you're going to have down in the bottom, you're going to have a file icon, which means it looks like a little pile of papers. It means you can attach a Word document. So for that Charlie Brown assignment, you could have attached your Word document right down there, or you could have attached a picture that you had taken. Say you used your phone. Okay. You can attach a link, which is like a website or a web address. Resources are more for me. And then you can go to audio or video recording. So this is supposed to look like a tiny little microphone. All right, when you click on this, it will open up, and for probably 95% of you, it will work fine. So you're going to click on it, and it should say, it will most often say, choose to make an audio, or with audio, which means just sound, or video, which means sound and picture, movie. And you're just going to press to click, and you're going to play your D scale, and you're going to be fine. Okay. Then you're going to close it and submit it. It's going to be fine. Okay. So you start the recording, you play the D scale. Now here are your directions. If you make a mistake on this time, it's actually okay. But I really want you to kind of take a look at it. We went through it on Wednesday. We play the D scale up, we repeat the highest note, and we play the scale down. Then we play the scale again, up, we repeat the top note, and play the scale down. Then you stop the recording and press submit. Okay, now 7th graders are going to try and do something else in addition. All right. And 6th graders, if you want to be techie and give it a try, you can do this extra step. If you say, I'm going to start with this and give it a try, that's fantastic, and you're done. Okay. what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk if your computer doesn't support making videos in Schoology. Now I use a Mac, which I love, but it doesn't always gel with Schoology. Okay, so if you have a problem, you can make a video a different way. You may make a video on a phone or using the camera feature on your laptop or your tablet. On my Mac, I generally use QuickTime. It's fantastic, it's easy, and I'm going to show you how I do it. All right, so I'm going to pause, I'm going to bring up QuickTime, and I'll be back in a minute. Hello again. So presto chango, I have opened up QuickTime Player, which is just my movie feature on my Mac. All right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a movie. I'm going to show you how. All right, so I'll do this, and I'm going to use my viola this time, but obviously violins, cellos, basses, great. I'm going to start on the D. I'm going to repeat the top note, come back down. Now I'm going to do it a second time for this recording, exactly the same way. All right, stop it here. And I'm back. So once you have your video recording, however you did it, you have it on your desktop, you're going to attach it here. You're going to click on the file, and this is all in your where you submit, and you're going to attach your file, you're going to submit it, and you're going to be done. All right. Now, the question is, actually, sixth graders, if you feel like that's plenty for you, you're all set. Now, seventh graders and people who are pretty good at tech, I said that there was another way that you could make a video. And the reasoning behind this is, in order for me to put all of the videos together in our recording program, in our sound recording program, we all have to start at the same time, and we all have to be the same speed, playing at the same speed, okay? In order to do this, I have, I'm going to show you here, I have included an MP3 that you should be able to play along with. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the recording project. And if you look here, it says D scale with directions and click track MP3. So I'm going to click on that so you can hear it. All right. And this is not a, this is a audio recording. So I think you get the idea there. So what you can try to do, and again, if this is confusing for sixth graders, please don't even worry about it. Seventh graders had the opportunity to work on this last year, the regular recording, so I'm adding something extra for them. But seventh graders, if you drag this to your desktop or play it on your phone, you should be able to make your movie while playing this click track. And that's what we call it when we hear the metronome or the beats going in the background. All right. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to wait for 8 beats. You'll hear there's one mistake in there where I played on the bass because I'm playing all 4 parts in there. I'm playing the violin, the viola, the cello, and the bass. And for some reason I got distracted and I played one honky note in the middle there. But I want you to wait for 8 beats and then start. Now, the one last thing I have to remind you about is if you play it on your phone or you play it on your desktop and then you make a recording to submit to Schoology, the recording will have the clicks in it, and we don't want those clicks to be in our recording. So what you need to do is use a pair of headphones. You plug in a headphone, you start your recording, you start your click track, and you play. Okay, so presto chango, in a minute I'll be back. Okie doke, here's our last step. I know it's tricky, but once we get this figured out, then we should be able to record everything all year, and it'll be great. So the last step is I have opened up my video so that I'll be able to make my recording. But if you see on my desktop, I've pulled Descale with Directions, ClickTrack MP3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording, then I'm going to start my ClickTrack. Normally the only difference would be you wouldn't hear my clicking because it would be in headphones, but that would be hard for you to watch me do it. So I'm going to start my video. Here we go. All right, my video is going, and now I have to slide it over a little bit so that I can see this Descale. I'm going to start this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was my mistake. Ready, and. And the second time. Then I can stop my video. Okay, and you're going to submit that, though hopefully it will have no background noises at all except for you playing. So we won't be able to hear any talking, we won't be able to hear any TVs, we won't be able to hear the ClickTrack because that's going to be coming through the headphones that you have, all of these different things. All right, I will review this again on Wednesday, but good luck and give it a try and see what you can do. And then get in touch with me. And like I said, 95% of you are going to have no problems at all using the recording technology in Schoology. But I know for a fact, especially with Mac users, sometimes it doesn't gel up. And there are other ways to do it. Okay, you do have to, 7th graders, you definitely have to use the ClickTrack. 6th graders, you do not yet. Eventually you will. But for right now, do what you can do. All right, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye. I hope you're having a great weekend.